Welcome to Lesson 7, Part 2. There are special circumstances such as emergencies. However, normal rules return when the situation returns to normal. On which of the following occasions may an FCC licensed amateur station exchange messages with a U.S. military station? A. During an Armed Forces Day communications test. When is the transmission of codes or ciphers allowed to hide the meaning of a message transmitted by an amateur station? C. Only when transmitting control commands to space stations or radio-controlled craft. What is the only time an amateur station is authorized to transmit music? A. When incidental to an authorized retransmission of manned spacecraft communications. When may amateur radio operators use their stations to notify other amateurs of the availability of equipment for sale or trade? Answer A. When the equipment is normally used in an amateur station and such activity is not conducted on a regular basis. Which of the following types of transmissions are prohibited? Answer A. Transmissions that contain obscene or indecent words or language. When is an amateur station authorized to automatically retransmit the radio signals of other amateur stations? The answer is B. When the signals are from an auxiliary, repeater, or space station. When may the control operator of an amateur station receive compensation for operating the station? Answer B. When the communication is incidental to classroom instruction in an educational institution. Under which of the following circumstances are amateur stations authorized to transmit signals related to broadcasting, program production, or news gathering, assuming no other means is available? Answer A. Only when such communications directly relate to the immediate safety of human life or protection of property. And now a few words about the exam. First of all, you must bring two forms of identification. Bring your FCC registration number to use in place of the Social Security number on the form you will fill out, plus a driver's license and another example that shows your address. One of the two must also include a picture ID. Your exam will be multiple choice, consisting of 35 questions. You must score 75%, which is 626 questions correct or better. Bring $14 in cash, a pen, a pencil, and a calculator. The questions for this practice exam were taken directly from the question pool. Which of the following types of solder is best for radio and electronic use? The answer is B. Rosin core solder. What is the abbreviation that refers to radio frequency signals of all types? Answer B. RF. For what purpose is a temporary 1x1 format letter number letter call sign assigned? Answer C. For operations in conjunction with an activity of special significance to the amateur community. What device takes the output of a low-powered 28 MHz single sideband exciter and produces a 222 megahertz output signal? Answer D, a transverter. What is the term used to describe an amateur station that is transmitting and receiving on the same frequency? Answer B, simplex communication. What should you do if another operator reports that your station's 2-meter signals were strong just a moment ago, but now they are weak or distorted? A, try moving a few feet, as random reflections may be causing multipath distortion. What should you do if a Part 15 device in your neighbor's home is causing harmful interference to your amateur station? C, all of these choices are correct. How many milliamperes is 1.5 amperes? C, 1,500 milliamperes. What could happen if a person accidentally touched your antenna while you were transmitting? Answer D, they might receive a painful RF burn. North American amateur stations are located in which ITU region? Answer B, Region 2. How soon may you operate a transmitter on an amateur service frequency after you pass the examination required for your first amateur radio license? Answer C, as soon as your name and call sign appear in the FCC's ULS database. Which of the following is true concerning the microphone connectors on an amateur transceiver? B, some connectors include push-to-talk and voltage for powering the microphone. What reading on an SWR meter indicates a perfect impedance match between the antenna and the feed line? Answer A, 1:1. What is the voltage across a 2-ohm resistor if a current of 1/2 amperes flows through it? Answer C, 1 volt. What do RACES and ARES have in common? Both organizations may provide communications during emergencies. Who may be the control operator of a station communicating through an amateur satellite or space station? Answer A, any amateur whose license privileges allow them to transmit on the satellite uplink frequency. What is the disadvantage of the rubber duck antenna supplied with most handheld radio transceivers? Answer D, it does not transmit or receive as efficiently as a full-sized antenna. What type of component is often used as an adjustable volume control? Answer A, a potentiometer. When must an amateur station have a control operator? Answer D, only when the station is transmitting. What is component 4 in figure T2? B, a transformer. What is the impedance of the most commonly used coaxial cable in typical amateur radio installations? The answer is D, 50 ohms. Which of the following is a good electrical conductor? Answer B, copper. When must the station licensee make the station and its records available for FCC inspection? Answer C. Anytime upon request by an FCC representative. What type of transmission is indicated by the term NTSC? D. An analog fast scan color TV signal. What kind of hazard is presented by a conventional 12-volt storage battery? Answer D. Explosive gas can collect if not properly vented. What must an amateur operator do when making on-air transmissions to test equipment or antennas? Answer D. Properly identify the transmitting station. What is considered to be a proper grounding method for a tower? B. Separate 8-foot-long ground rods for each tower leg, bonded to the tower and to each other. Which type of modulation is most commonly used for VHF and UHF voice repeaters? The answer is A. FM. What type of circuit controls the amount of voltage from a power supply? Answer B. The regulator. What is a way to enable quick access to a favorite frequency on your transceiver? The answer is B. Store the frequency in a memory channel. What semiconductor component has a gate electrode? Answer A. The field effect transistor. What is a characteristic of VHF signals received via auroral reflection? B. The signals exhibit rapid fluctuations of strength and often sound distorted. What frequency range is referred to as HF? D. 3 to 30 megahertz. On which of the following occasions may an FCC-licensed amateur station exchange messages with a U.S. military station? The answer is D. During an Armed Forces Day communications test. Which of the following stations transmits signals over the air from a remote receive site to a repeater for retransmission? Answer C. An auxiliary station.